All right, Libra, welcome back to Cosmic Dialect Tarot. This will be a tarot reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, potentially your South Node placement for the sign of Libra. Whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help us God. Libra, if you are here watching this reading, I hope you feel protected and not weirded out by me. I want to give you a little disclaimer. I do have a kind of a dirty sense of humor. I cuss. I'm a little strange. I gotta, yeah, you know, my subscribers that are here for it, and I hope you're one of those people. If you're not, welcome. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you enjoy my tarot readings, okay? And for cross watchers, if you're here for Libra, please be respectful and don't be a stalker person. But if you hear for Libra that you love and you want to know, just like, or curious or whatever, then welcome. All right? Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, come to the space as we read for the sign of Libra. Okay, whole truth, nothing but it. Libras. What was coming through in your pre-shuffle? Oh, Queen of Cup and King of Cup came out. You could be dealing with a water sign, or you could have heavy water in your chart somewhere. But they both came out, which is a true pair scenario. Yeah, it was kind of a cute, yeah, it was like a cute lovey vibe that was coming through in your pre-shuffle. So I hope that continues, Libra, but we'll see. Not everybody's dealing with a cute little love story, so I get it. But sometimes it's nice. Tarot's not always like cute little love story stuff. Okay. For the sign of Libra, please. What do we have? What do we have for the sign of Libra, please? The Empress, yes. She came through in the pre-shuffle as well. So Libra, this is you. Or you could have Taurus in your chart, or Aries, Taurus, or you're dealing with one. Okay, you could be a mom, you could be a boss bitch, you could own your own business, you could, I don't know, let's see, what is this Empress? What is this Empress? A hangman? Libra, you are this Empress? Probably yes. If I'm speaking to a woman, then yes. If I'm speaking to a man, just replace the word Empress with the word Emperor, or you're this hangman and you're thinking about an Empress. You're deep in thought about an Empress person. It could be a baby mom. It could be your own mother. It could be somebody that you look up to, or like that you're attracted to, that you find to be a very alluring person. Or this Empress, probably more so this one, pinging harder on this one. This Empress is deep in thought and having to recycle the noise. Okay. We have an Empress that's having to recycle the noise. Interesting. Four of Wands. So she can feel safe. He, she, they. So they can feel safe in their community. They need to recycle the noise so they can continue feeling comfortable. That could apply to you, Libra. You know, if it doesn't, watch your moon or your rising sign. Watch one of my collective readings. Or someone's deep in thought about their community and like how they actually feel about, like, do they feel safe there? Are they okay there? I don't know. Let's find more. What is this hangman about a Four of Wands? Why are we hangmanning about a Four of Wands with an Empress that doesn't like to be, you know, shifty with her thoughts? She likes to be comfortable. She likes to know that she's comfortable. She likes to have facts, you know, about why. Strength card. This came out too a lot in your pre-shuffle. Strength card. You could have Leo in your chart, could be dealing with one, or a Pisces. You know, place it where you see fit. You're the master of your story. Don't get stuck on signs or genders. I only say that to be nice, okay? I'm not trying to harp at anybody. I just think it's nice reminders. It feels like somebody's protecting, like trying to stand their ground, and that could be you. Like you want to stand your ground and protect what is yours. Protect what makes you comfortable. With the Strength card and the Hangman and the Four of Wands with an Empress, that almost kind of provides like you are trying to like hold down the fort or something, or help with that, or provide information on as to how that would be best handled, or like how you would best go about doing that. Libras are quite good at that, you know. Okay, I'll go. My burps are gross, I know, and my mom gets mad, but I'm like, I just burp when I get like confirmations on things, and so if you guys are grossed out, but I apologize. It's just what happens to my body when there's like a heavy truth that's just like, that's true. Okay, burping time. A Star card. Do you have Aquarius in your chart? Dealing with one? You are following your like we were saying, your intuition. You're listening to something that is higher than yourself. You know that there is something beyond human consciousness that exists. Some call it God, some call it spirit, some call it divine, source, whatever you call it, whatever you subscribe to. You are following your gut on something and your intuition about something to do with your community and holding down the fort, or keeping things strong, or like keeping things held down, or like it's gonna be okay. Like, I know it will, because that's it. Like, that's the only option for things to work out, for things to feel safe. Like, you might feel sick of being in a hangman, or somebody does. Somebody could be a little bit like tuckered out, or maybe they're reaching out to people in their community to help with these recycled thoughts. That's like, it keeps coming up. I don't know why. And I am an intuitive person because I'm an Empress. And so I need to visit this thought because it keeps coming up. I need to know why. People, my Four of Wands, can you help me with this? Hopefully they would. Hopefully they do. If not, Empress, you could be doing that on your own. And you're like, well, shit, I'm going to start to listen to my star stuff. Because maybe you're freaking people out, or not trying to be rude, but like you could be like bringing up things that are uncomfortable topics for people to visit, and hitting on like sore subjects, or just hitting on things that people don't want to discuss or talk about or find out about, right? Ignorance is bliss, right? I guess. I don't quite agree, but whatever. A Three of Swords. Yeah, you're bothered by something, or something's bothering you, or somebody around you in your family, in your people you love, people you want to protect. You want to protect them. You want to feel protected. You want them to be there for you to help you feel protected, or you want to be there for them to help them feel protected. You could be deep in your thoughts about something, Libra. You might not know how to handle it. You know that you know, like, but also you're kind of like, I don't know. Does that make sense? Like, you know that you know everything's going to be okay, but there's that little, like, is it? Like, will it? I mean, Strength card, Star card, Four of Wands, I'd say yes. I'd say yes. But something has you upset and bothered, concerned, potentially even heartbroken by somebody in your community that fucked you over. That could be a friend, a family, an ex, a sibling, whatever, business partner. Place it where you see fit. So it could be that as well. I feel a little mixture of both, of both. Well, yeah, a little mixture going on. A Five of Cups. This is making you concerned. Something's making you concerned. Something's making you concerned. But you're holding it together. The Sun card. Yeah. Lots of Leo, some Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, Libra. There you are with the Three of Swords. And then believe that's Aries again, but anyways, so you could have Aries, Leo for fire signs. That's what's here. For water signs, we have Pisces and Scorpio. For air signs, we have Aquarius and then you, Libra. We have Taurus here as well because of the Empress card. So you could have that in your chart, or you're dealing with one. Don't get stuck on signs though. What's going on with this? Like you're upset about something. So a truth, like something could be coming to light that you're kind of like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. If you're not this Empress person, you could feel like a little ganged up on as well by a community that has like an Empress vibe person that has like money or a family or something along those lines. And you're just like, I don't want to say clinging on for dear life to imply that you're like, you know, about to fall off the Titanic. Like, no, but like you might feel that way though. You know, metaphorically speaking, you might feel that way. And you might be like, well, I have no choice but to trust my intuition on what I know. And like, this is scary. And, or it's like, it's more so feeling sad, not so scary as it is like sad, but you know, you're rarely wrong about stuff. So you're kind of like, okay, hold on. Can I get some clarifiers as to who this Empress is, what she's doing, what they're doing? If this is a Libra, why is Libra? Is there's sadness here. There's a lot of sadness with this Five of Cups and the Three of Swords and the Strength card together. That's very much like trying to keep going. Trying to keep going despite heartbreak and pain. Three of Swords again. Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles. You know that you're right about something and you're like, I will be damned if these motherfuckers want to tell me that I'm wrong about this. I don't think so. I don't think so. No way. You're like, I know how to stick it out. I'm patient. I'm patient. Yeah, this hurts like hell, but I'm patient. What hurts like hell? What is this about? Can we get something about what this is about? Like, more specific, please. You could be heartbroken about a person. I mean, we have an Ace of Wands next to a Three of Swords. Empress. It could be somebody you thought would be your like long-lasting partner. If I'm speaking to a masculine, this could be like an ex-wife or somebody you thought would be your wife. All right. If I'm speaking to a feminine, you felt safe with somebody and they made you feel unsafe all of a sudden, or like over the course of, no, it's like, it was like suddenly, because there's a lot of pain that you were not expecting or something. And again, Libra, if this does not apply to you, watch your moon sign, your rising. Venus was coming through today for me. So Libra, and that's you. You're, yeah, maybe look into your Venus placement. We have a new moon today, I believe, or yesterday, something along those lines. Maybe your moon placement. In Gemini, could be dealing with one, whatever. Oh, Princess of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. You're actually handling this quite well. If you're going through a heartbreak, Libra, or you're witnessing someone go through something difficult, you're either being very helpful or you're handling it very well. Like, you're doing a really good job at tapping into like your inner knowing and still being a sweetheart and full of love. Okay, Princess of Cups, Three of Swords, Five of Cups. Twice, Three of Swords twice, Five of Cup, but Princess of Cup, Four of Pentacles, Strength card, Star card, Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Hangman. You're like, you're feeling like the need to be pretty strategic and like slow moving on something, but also like kind of not balls to the walls, like anything goes. Like No. But like, you're kind of like, maybe you're at, I don't want to say a breaking point. No. But like, you could be at the point where you're just like, well, what happens. Like, I don't know. Like, I have done my most to try to figure out what's going on in this distorted community setting or family scenario that's got me in my fucking head, got me heartbroken, or something's got you heartbroken. Like, definitely two times three a sword. And you dwell on it, you're dwelling on it. You could be, or someone else is doing, or you did this to someone, Libra. I gotta throw it out there for my cross watchers. Like, don't get offended by that. I just like to always kind of touch on the cross watching a little bit, just because I know some people are listening about a Libra, but also this message is mostly for Libras, okay? Yeah, you're doing a really good job at trying to not feel sad. I know that sounds kind of just like point blank, like, but that's what it is. That's how it feels. You're doing a really good job at not showing what you're going through. You don't look like what you've been through, right? Which might cause a little bit of, people might get confused by you then, if that's the case. Because when you don't look like what you've been through, you might have a little chip on your shoulder, you know, you've been through a lot. People don't know exactly all the details of what you've had to go through in your life. And so when you are looking nice, because you put thought and you care, not on like a superficial level, but you just like to be, you like to look nice. And you never know who you're gonna run into, you never, right? Or just for yourself. Like, hallelujah on that one. I know how that goes. I'm like, I like to look good for me. Because that's it. It's not really for anybody else. But like, if you enjoy it, fuck yeah. Libra, you could be in that type of headspace, and you could be drawing attention in, and then people are getting confused by you because you have, I don't want to say you have a chip on your shoulder. It's not like that. But you could be coming off like kind of confusing to people. Because you know a lot about something, or you're going through something very difficult, but you're being really sweet and kind of unassuming, and you don't look like what you've been through. And then maybe someone tries to have like an interaction with you that would kind of like test that for you, and it might make you uncomfortable, and you might be like, you know, not wanting to hang out, or like get nervous, or get like a complex PTSD moment, or like, not projecting that onto you, Libras, but like, you know, if you've been through 2, 3 of Swords with a 5 of Cups in a community setting, and you're trying to hold it together and being practical, logical, and still being a sweetheart, listening to your intuition, that implies that you've been going through, or you're going through something very painful. And you don't look like what you've been through, so that might confuse people, and they might place judgments on you that is not helping, is what that is, right? It doesn't help when people would judge you. They're like, oh, you know, whatever. Like an example of that would be, I don't know, you're out grocery shopping, and you're, you know, I don't want to say you're dressed to the nines, but you look nice. You look nice. And you're in line, you're checking out with your groceries, and you're a little flustered because, you know, you might be like, I don't like, you know, people watching me with my money bag and like waiting for me to count my pennies, like it's like any day now type shit. You're like, okay, can you back up a few steps, please? Thank you. And you might be having that type of attitude, but they don't know what you've dealt with. They don't know what you're going through. And so if you have like a little bit of a, like, back up, dude, they might be like, oh, okay, Miss Snooty over here with her Gucci purse and her gold ear. Oh, how dare she? You know, and it's like, you might have gotten those at the thrift store. You may have saved up like half your allowance or your fucking, all your paychecks to buy that purse or your earrings or whatever. They don't know what you're dealing with. On top of that, like your personal life shit that you're having to deal with. And then they have the audacity to try to judge you because of how you look. Or it could be the opposite. You're not wearing anything fancy or nice. And they're like, oh, look at this bum. Oh yeah, looking for change in their purse. Typical. Yeah, getting every last penny, huh? Yeah, I gotta get, like, yeah. It's like, dude, fuck you. Might be what you're wanting to say, Libra. Sorry, this reading feels kind of intense. Sorry, not sorry, Libra. Don't be sorry. Just be yourself, boo. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm yeah. Okay. Yes. Ten of Swords, Six of Wands, Devil, Ace of Cup. You feel betrayed by somebody that was like supposed to be your person, or like that maybe it was a very lustful connection, or maybe it's your own, maybe you feel like you're, how do you say that? Because I'm not trying to sound offensive, but like I know how it feels. Betrayed by your own self, right? Like maybe you made the wrong step somewhere, or maybe you chose the wrong life path or whatever. It's like, no such thing. Okay, let's get rid of that. Libras, you won't stay stuck on that for too long, I don't think. But if you're revisiting that, it might be hard for you to deal with that, because you're like, I don't deal with it. You're like, I don't do that to myself. So like, how did this happen? Or like, how am I going through this? Because I don't deal with that. You could be also, or somebody around you is like revisiting something that's very painful for them, like again and again and again. Obsessively revisiting something that is not a victory, but it is a victory. So that's given a little bit of like short-lived. So vices with the Ace of Cup, addiction. You could be around somebody that's facing addiction. If you are,